Mike, thanks. A group that did struggle a year ago. Eric Chinander takes over that defense. And, Coach, how do you go about rebuilding the confidence of a group that's coming off a really bad experience on the field?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, we're trying to get them to play a little different style of defense. I think there's a lot of different ways you can play, and they all probably work for some programs, but we're trying to get them into a little more aggressive phase of defense and getting their confidence built by trying to make plays on the football during practice, throwing their body around, shooting their shot, and not getting criticized for missing. But it is taking a while to get the confidence built up. It's getting a while to get everybody running the football, but I think it's getting better.
Today was the 14th practice. What do you want to get done the rest of camp?
Well, I think the rest of camp, we need some situational work like we got today. We need to fine-tune the defense. We need to get some disguises and some other pressures built in. We've been focusing mostly on some of the base stuff and some of the base nickel defense. But we're kind of moving into we're out of the 101 defense. Now we're into the 401.
Did you, when you guys came in, did you take a look at last year's film? And I know you just alluded it's a different system, but just as you evaluate the players, would you just throw that film out and just, hey, it's a clean slate?
No, we watched a couple games together as a staff, but we didn't want to sit down and pour through the film, and really study it, just like we did at UCF, because we don't know what they were asked to do. We don't know what they were coached to do, things that we would have said, oh, man, I can't believe that guy busted there, but we don't know if he busted or if that was what his assignment was in that particular defense. So we just kind of wanted to get to know the kids a little bit, some of their ability level, maybe where they'd fit best in our defense. So we watched a couple games.
At this point in camp, what group do you feel the best about at this moment?
Well, I think, before camp started, you'd say the defensive line was the deepest group. The group that's made the biggest improvement has been the defensive backs overall, and that linebacker group has kind of solidified itself into who the 1 and 2 deep are and just kind of up their game a little bit. So I think there's been improvement across the board, but I'd say the most improved unit is the DBs.
So you are an Iowa grad. You're coaching Nebraska. It's probably the Huskers' biggest Big Ten rival. Is that challenging for you in any way?
No, I think it's an awesome deal. When I was at Northern Iowa, it was so awesome to go into Kinnick Stadium and try to win, where I played in so many games and was part of so many great wins and some heartbreaking losses. But it's going to be an unbelievable feeling to go back into that stadium in front of my friends and family, because they're all going to be there. They're all going to be wearing Husker red, supporting me. So I just think it's an awesome deal, and I got a lot of respect for the coaches on that staff, and some of them were friends, some of them were coaching when I was there. So it's going to be an awesome thing for me.
Great to have you back in the Big Ten. Eric Chinander, thanks for your time.
Thank you.